I've noticed some things that players are doing wrong in Squad Busters, so here's a few tips and tricks to help you out with your gameplay. My first tip is about the wizard's fireball ability. I recommend always using the fireball with a stun, like the Barbarian King stun, or I'm using Nita's Super Bruce stun. It works really well in actually landing your fireball, and the fireball is such a powerful ability that if it does land, you're likely going to get a lot of value from it and actually be able to destroy the squad that you're fighting, whereas if you miss it, you're probably not going to do very well unless you have a very strong squad backing you up. So what I like to do with my Mortis here is either use his spin ability while turboing to stun the opponent, then fireball, and or use my Super Bruce to also stun them and land my fireball even more consistently and hopefully hit the hero. This play I made there was really bad, so I got really badly punished for it and lost most of my squad. My next tip has to do with your squad lineup. In Squad League, you can actually pick your own lineup, allowing you to prioritize which squaddies you would like to pick first. I like to prioritize squaddies like Chicken and Poco, as Chicken's speed is super useful in most game modes, well actually probably all of them, and Poco's healing is indispensable all the time. I also like to use Colonel Ruffs in a strategic way to actually fuse these characters into their mega form. So I like to pick usually Chicken as my first pick, then pick a Ruffs after that to make my Chicken into a Mega, then pick another character like say Poco, who I also really like to pick early, and pick another Ruffs to fuse him into his Mega form. And that will actually give me 5 Megas from the start, because my very first Ruffs will always fuse my Leon. So this is a very good strategy to increase the number of Megas you have at the start of a match and allow you to get some specific squaddies into their Mega form early. My third tip actually has to do with monsters. You should prioritize busting big monsters from the start of the match, as your squad will have enough DPS and health to take care of them easily. What I like to do is actually just completely ignore any monster that is not going to give me around 5 coins. So in this world, I like to prioritize the bowlers and the boxer goblins, as they will often give me upwards of 5 coins each and will give great value for the time it takes to kill them. The way I like to start a match is by immediately going and busting the blue box to get the 5 coins and then get a chest, and then I follow that up by busting a big monster or 2 or 3 or however many there are nearby, and using them to continue to build up my squad. Usually I don't bother with any like skeletons or the little critters in the beach world. They're usually pretty much useless and are not common enough to actually be worth farming. After you build up your squad a little bit, it's definitely good to go after the boss monsters, especially ones that are relatively low health but high damage, as if you have a Poco, you will easily be able to out-heal that damage, allowing you to get a lot of coins early on in the match. Another monster to prioritize over pretty much any other monster is any of the guard enemies, as they will nearly always spawn in packs of 3. And this is amazing because it's basically 3 big monsters for the price of 1, as they are weaker than most big monsters, therefore easier to take down, but give very similar loot. This allows you to build up your squad even faster and helps cinch that first place spot. My final tip is, don't ignore your speedsters. They are some of the most powerful characters that you have in your squad, as they will boost your speed, of course, hence the name, and will allow you to absolutely destroy any opponent that is slower than you. The speed is such an important factor that it obviously got its own class. So if you want to help win your matches, do not ignore your speedsters. Pick them pretty much whenever possible, especially Leon. That pretty much wraps it up for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. See you in the next one. Bye!